Hey guys, Country Tactical here, and today we are going to be reviewing the Coleman ct200u EX. I'm pretty sure the EX just stands for extreme, but anyways, we got these mini bikes at Tractor Supply for $500. They were on sale, so I'm pretty sure the normal price is around $600. Pretty good deal. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the specs. The first thing I was curious about on this bike is if it had a torque converter or a clutch. It turns out, how you take this off is you take off the pins. But anyways, it turns out that this is just a, you guessed it, clutch. It has the same like kind of gearing system as the Baja Warrior. And yeah, probably gonna change this to a torque converter eventually. Also, there's a headlight, and the headlight runs off the engine's power. It has the same tires as the Coleman ct200u. It has working shocks. What I said is that they're disc brakes, but they're actually drum brakes, and they work okay-ish. The engine is, I'm not sure what type of engine this is. It's kind of like a no-name engine, but it has 196 cc's, and I believe the horsepower is either 6 or 6.5 horsepower. Not quite sure on that. Now, one of my favorite features about this mini bike is this large storage tank. No, this isn't actually a gas tank, it's a storage tank. You can store stuff like your water bottle, your toolkit, your knife, your gun, some extra ammo, and your cold one. All tucks away so nicely. Now, there are a few things that I don't really like about this mini bike. One of them is being the grip. It's a really hard plastic, so it's uncomfortable to like hold down for a while because it'll just like really hurt your hands. Another thing I don't really like is that the peg is so straight. Like, it's barely like an inch of uneven ground and it's wanting to fall over. So you really have to also you really have to get a perfect ground for this thing to stand up. So there's something also that I have a huge disappointment about right now. So I try to drive back, and right now the it won't get out of choke. It's literally messed up. This is a very cheap engine, guys, so if I was gonna get this, I would just go ahead and replace this thing. This thing already broke, and when I was trying to break it in, it would start like bogging all of a sudden. So I had to like drive it out. There's something messed up. I don't really know. There's something in the carburetor. But this thing is not good at all. I can't even get out of the choke, so I'm probably gonna have to walk back. So here's the problem. You see how this usually turns it? It fell out. This piece is supposed to go in there, and it's supposed to do that. This somehow got out of it. Anyways, I had to take the thing off. Yeah, kind of it's an easy fix, but still, it shouldn't pop out. And it might happen again. Now, I'll show you a size comparison of me to my mini bike. I'm 5'11" in Freedom units, and 1743 millimeters for the Europeans. Now let's get into some riding. So my first thoughts are that it feels extremely similar to the Baja Warrior. It rides the bumps fine, but not as well as a real dirt bike. It has great acceleration, being a 130-pound rider. We'll be going for a top speed run. I have not changed or modded this bike in any way yet. It still has the same configuration out of the box. Top speed is 18 miles per hour, and I weigh 130 pounds. Now to wrap things up, I think the bike is very fun. I really like the front shocks and its resemblance and feel to the Baja Warrior. The things I dislike about the bike is a very cheap engine. I've already encountered 2 problems out of the box, but that's not as big as a deal since these engines are easy to replace. The last complaints are about the handlebar grips and the foot peg. Now on the handlebar grips, since they're hard, you could just wear gloves and it'll be fine. Now for the foot peg, you could just bend them down, but I don't really recommend that because you could break something and we wouldn't want that to happen. So I don't really have any other complaints except for when installing the headlight, there are these rubber washers that wouldn't really go to the place you're supposed to, and it was really frustrating. But yeah, in conclusion, I think it's a good bike. I like it, and you should consider it. Only if you're going to drive it on moderate trails. This thing isn't made for extreme trails like a dirt bike. This thing could get dangerous if you do that, so just don't expect to get something like you can do rough stuff with. This is kind of like a trail pasture bike. Now before you go, I just want to thank you for watching my video. It really means a lot, and it would be a great help if you could like or subscribe. It would really help me out as a small YouTuber, and I want to do more stuff like this, more reviews, more like riding and stuff, and it can only happen with you guys. Just thank you very much. Now as I promised, I'll go ahead and show you the headlight and the dark footage right now. So right now, I'm just comparing the headlight to Ever-Ready flashlight, and it's kind of the same, but sorry you can't really see it as good as in person. The headlight is actually doable, like you can drive around in the night with it. It just doesn't pick up as well on the camera. But anyways, thanks for watching and bye.